We're going to be dividing rational expressions, but I want to go over a rational expression as a fraction. So I want to review how to just divide fractions, period. So if you had 3/4 and you are asked to divide it by 1/2, okay, what we do is we multiply by the reciprocal, if you remember.
Right.
So we just rewrite the 3/4, but we multiply and we flip that one over. So we say 2/1, and then we just multiply straight across, right? Or we reduce diagonally first, okay? So if I just was going to multiply straight across, I'd have 6/4. And then I can reduce my fraction to 3/2, okay? So the key here is to multiply by the reciprocal.
Okay.
And we're going to do that with our rational expressions also.
Okay.
So if I had 3y to the 5th over 16x squared, 7th, excuse me, divided by 9y squared over 4x, I rewrite this.
Oh.
I rewrite it, but then I multiply by the reciprocal of this one. So I put the 4x up here and the 9y squared there, just like I did before. No, the rules of math still apply.
So then, like, for this, it would become, if you did diagonally, that's, you would just reduce the, the letters or whatever. Variables. That's the word.
So if we were going to do that with these x's here, how are they going to reduce?
Okay, that's going to go away, and it's going to be x to the 6th on the bottom.
Yes.
So it'll be 4x to the 6th.
Yes, because this and this is going to cancel and leave you a 4, okay? What about my y's?
Okay, the y on the bottom is going to go away, and the y on the top is going to become y to the 3rd.
Very good. So I'm going to have y to the 3rd here. What about my numbers with the 3 and the 9?
Okay, a 3 is going to be down here, and there's not going to be anything up there.
Okay, so I'll have 1 there, and this will become a 3. This was a 4, so what I really should have done is erased this, because I had this 4 and that 3 become a 12. You could put a 1 there, but you don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really messy. I'm going to rewrite it. Y to the 3rd over 12x to the 6th is what it was going to be when it's all done.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not so bad.
Is that easier than what I'm doing already, or am I just not?
It's just one more step. We just flip it before we multiply. You've done these before. You've done these for a long time. Let's do the ones where we're going to factor, and those are a little bit more complicated.
Oh, is that what I'm doing now?
That's what you're doing.
Getting confused
Yes.
on? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was easy.
So then, divided by 2x cubed plus x squared over y plus 3. So we do the same thing. We rewrite this one, the one on that one right there. We're just going to rewrite it. And then, but I'm going to flip this next one. So when I write this one, I'm going to have the y plus 3 on top and the 2x cubed plus x squared on the bottom. And I think the part that you were getting a little confused with was because you were trying to do this kind of factoring.
Yeah.
Instead of taking out the greatest common factor. So if we look at this one, what can I take out of 6x squared and 3x?
3.
A 3. What about the x's?
You mean the y?
Here, the x's. Can I take an x?
Oh, I'm sorry, an x.
An x. When I do that, what will be left?
You'll have a 2x and a 1.
Okay.
So it'll just be x. Well, no, I mean, yeah, just 1.
Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. What about the 2y squared and a 6y right here? Can you take anything out of that?
You can take a 2 out.
And what about the letters?
You can take y.
Okay, so what will be left?
Oh, it just clicked. It's like doing when you do the factoring thingy, when they give you an I just finally got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you're going to have just a y,
Okay.
and then plus a 3.
Okay. Then we already flipped this, so I actually should not have written that division there. I should have multiplied because we've already flipped it. And so, keep that line. We're going to multiply. Y plus 3 is done. And I always notice, cool, that's going to cancel right there. But I'll keep it there for just a moment, and I'll know that those are going to cancel. right here, the 2x to the third and x squared. Can I take something out?
You can take an x squared out.
Yes. What's going to be left?
2x plus x.
All right, we're running out of room here. And a nice thing about this thing is I can just go
Make it smaller.
Make it smaller.
I wish I could do that on my paper.
I know.
It makes me so mad when I have to rewrite it on the next page.
I know. Done. Okay, that was teeny, but that's okay.
Oh, we got to move this x.
Undo.
How
Let's
does
do that again.
happen?
Let's see, I might not make it that little. That was way too little, I think. Let's do that. We'll have a little more room. Done. All right, so down. This is the part we're looking at. Down below, right? Down there. What can I cancel?
Okay, you can cancel these two.
These ones we said, right? Okay.
And you can cancel these.
You know what? We just wrote something wrong. We wrote something wrong. This wasn't an X.
It should have been a 1.
A 1. Okay. So then, when we cancel, this will cancel. We just wrote it wrong. What about any X's on the outside? Is there any of those? I see some.
Well,
we have an X there and an X squared there.
So that'll just become an X.
So
right?
this X will go away, and this squared will go away. So what will we be left with?
A 3 on the top.
3 on the top.
And a 2xy on the bottom.
Very good.
I like this.
Yes.
It finally clicked. I know what I'm doing wrong in there. I wasn't doing the greatest common factor, and that's all it is.
That's all it is. You were trying to do and we're going to do one like that one. So there's sometimes you will do the greatest common factor, and sometimes you'll do the trinomial one.
So how do I know when to do a greatest common factor and when not?
Good question. Let's do one, so we can talk about that. Very good question. So let's go back to that. So we have 5x plus 20 over 6 divided by x squared plus x minus 12, okay? The way you know is you always look for the greatest common factor first.
Oh.
This one isn't even a trinomial, so it can't be put into one of these anyway.
So you would do the greatest common factor?
So you'd look for the greatest common factor, and if there isn't a greatest common factor, then you're done. You can't do anything. For example, a little bit ago, this one, there was no greatest common factor, so we were done.
Oh, okay.
So is there a greatest common factor for the 5 and the x?
Yeah, you can take a 5 out of both.
So we can do a 5 out of both, and I'll have an x plus
4.
And 6, there's no trinomial, and there's no greatest common factor. Now we're going to, since this was a divide, we're going to multiply, and we're going to flip it. So the x squared plus x minus 12 would go down here, but what would go up there?
A 1.
A 1. Okay. We have to factor that. Okay? And I'm doing so to help us because we're running out of room. So I'm going to keep this 5x plus, this 5x plus 4. It doesn't change. We already did it. It's there. It's staying. But it's this guy over here that this needs to be factored. And we do our little box method. An x and an x.
And then we'll do a 3 and a 4. So
Okay.
you'll have to do a positive 4 and a negative 3.
Okay. So we'll have x minus 3 and x plus 4.
Oh, okay. So then these will cancel.
Yes. Which will cancel?
Like this.
Yes.
And then you'll have 5 on the top.
We can squeeze it in there. 5 on the top and
As 6, and then open parentheses x minus 3, close parentheses.
done.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay, so you'll check for the greatest common factor, because there are going to be times, I might even find one where there would be both. I'm going to just find, not necessarily that we can cancel, but that there will be a greatest common factor and a trinomial, because you had one like that one before.
Oh, yeah, those are awful.
So you had one like that on your quiz. But let me see if I can find one like that one from before.
You can just do the example for my quiz.
Let's just do this one. 6x squared y plus 6xy minus 120y. I think this is going to be a trinomial also, but I'm not sure. What can I take out of everything?
You can take out a 6.
Can I take out of x?
Yes. No.
Can I take out of y?
Yes.
Okay. When I do that,
You'll have x squared plus 6x, just x, minus 2. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was a 10. Okay, so 6 is it, man, what is that? Is it by 12?
No, 6
10.
goes
No.
6 goes into 12 how many times?
6 goes in 12, 2 times 20.
There you go. Okay, now this is now a trinomial. So this part can go into this with the 6y left there.
Okay.
Okay, and so then we'll do our box, x and x.
And then 10 times... What would you do for that?
Not 10 times 2. What else makes 20?
Oh, 5 and 4.
Very good.
So then you'll have a positive 5 and a negative 4.
Okay, so then x plus 5 and x minus 4. And then you can, whatever you needed for the canceling, what you're doing next. But this one is one of the ones that has both the greatest common factor and it's a trinomial, so you'll do both.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that makes
Hopefully
sense.
that helps you for the other things that you need to do on your problems.
Thank you.
And so, you'll need to look for the greatest common factor, and you'll need to then see if it does a trinomial. And but the key to this one was that we flip this one and multiply.
Okay. Awesome.